Sudden bee death, a scary title for a phenomenon that construes that bees, a summertime nuisance for many people, are dying suddenly. The bees specifically affected are the European honeybee, Apis mellifera. These bees are very important in the agricultural industry. Being described as pollinators, they are actually one of the main forces that allow us to grow and maintain many crops and foods that come from flowering plants. Without bees, there would be no apples, no almonds, no pumpkins, and no other foods. According to the Natural Resource Defense Council, in the U.S. alone, crops worth more than $15 billion are pollinated by bees. They also produce about $150 million in honey. Sudden bee death, a colloquial term for the phenomenon named colony collapse disorder, is a name for all the large-scale deaths of honeybee groups throughout the world. In 2006, commercial honeybees were reported to flee the hive and end up dead somewhere else. Usually, commercial beekeepers would expect to lose about 10 to 15% of their colony, but over the last 5 years, mortality rates have gone up nearly 35%. There are now 2.5 million honeybees in the U.S., down from the 6 million 60 years ago. Currently, the survivorship of honeybee colonies is too low for us to be confident in our ability to meet the pollination demands of U.S. agricultural crops, a USDA report said. This is theorized to be caused by a range of causes, including a parasitic mite called Varroa destructor, several bacterial viruses, a bacterial disease caused the European foulbrood, and the use of pesticides, specifically neonicotinoids. This phenomena isn't a disease as it is a collection of symptoms. All of these factors could be behind the disappearance of honeybees. What can we do about it? Well, one of the main causes for colony collapse disorder is the use of neonicotinoids, which are pesticides. The disuse of these pesticides would allow for a larger amount of healthier bees. The EU is waiting for an allowance on a ban on these pesticides. As a normal person, aside from becoming a beekeeper, which is not a viable option for many people, it is recommended you talk to the people around you about buying local honey, meaning you support local bee populations. Also, if you have a garden, planting bee-friendly plants. Before commercial agriculture had taken over much of the land in Europe and North America, there were a lot of wildflowers, which the bees would pollinate. Now, one of the best solutions is planting bee-friendly plants, such as rosemary, bluebell, cowslip, and barberry. The issue is yet to be further researched, and there will be more answers soon. But really, for the sake of us, save the bees.